he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down inside the 40, about the 38. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. A-chain here, they stay on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wilson with a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A-chain on the counter. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Running right, here's A-Chain. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
The play fake, now White. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, White. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Now it's A-Chain headed right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you.
There he goes, right side. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gano the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. White. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. How about this? Tyreek Hill. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions. Go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Now Taylor. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now White. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's White on 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. They run for it. H.A. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hill going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31 as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing again, it's Taylor. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Hodgins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. They still can't get him. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's A-Chain. That one, a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A-Chain now up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's A-Chain on the give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now it's Taylor. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Play action, it's Taylor. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And Charles, you know what coaches always